Hello, this is Mrs. Woods, and we're going to talk about setting elements. What is the setting of a story and what does it include? There are three parts to the setting that we'll be talking about this year. Probably most of you have heard of the first two, time and place, but one you might not be familiar with is environment. This one is very important, if not the most important of the three. When describing the setting, you need to make sure that you include all three of these elements, and we will talk about each one. The first one we'll talk about is time. Time answers when the story takes place. It could be a time of day, like the morning, afternoon, evening, after lunch, before bedtime, any of those. It could be a general time period, for example, the past, present, or future. Or it could be a very specific time period like colonial days or in the 1700s, maybe a specific year like 1997 or a specific day, October 2nd. It could be any of these, and it can be said in a lot of different ways, even beyond the ones that are listed here. But any phrase that would help you explain when the story is taking place would refer to time. The next part of the setting is the place. This answers where the story takes place. It could be a general place like home, school, field, ship, bedroom, ocean, or it could be very specific like Austin, Texas. It could be the Alamo, Hogwarts, Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. So it could be very specific or even just a general place. But either way, where is the story happening? The next one is environment. Again, this might be the most important one and certainly new to you, maybe some of you, so make sure you're focusing on this slide. Environment answers how the place looks and how it feels. A lot of you, when you come into my classroom, you feel or see a different environment than some of the other classrooms. Many of you say that it looks colorful, that it feels calming, comfortable, and those sort of things. So let's look at some examples. For looks, the environment might be light or dark, could be spooky, bright, colorful, cloudy, gloomy, filthy, fancy. These are lots of adjectives here that help you describe how it would look, how the place of your book, the setting, place looks. That's the environment. Also how it feels. Maybe it's hot, cold, noisy, crowded, wet, warm, inviting, exciting, creepy, dangerous. It could be any of those things. So when you're thinking about environment, think about how you feel, how the place of my classroom looks and feels to you. That would be the environment. The environment is very important because it gives you much more description, not just the time and the place that something's happening, but actually helping you visualize and feel for yourself the environment or the atmosphere where the story is taking place. When you're describing the setting, make sure that you always describe it by using lots of adjectives. Adjectives are just descriptive words. Think about your senses, all five of your senses. What are words using your senses that would help you describe how something looks or feels or sounds or things you might hear there? The more that you can tell me about the look and feel of the surroundings, the better your description about the setting is going to be. So I will be asking you to describe for me the setting using time, place, and environment. So again, don't forget to describe the setting. You will need to use all three of these this year: time, place, and environment.